I'll be building different fast foods across America, using this wheel to decide which fast food I should build. Here's the different fast foods that AI gave me. Let's spin the wheel. Wendy's! Okay, so as you can see, I've already done the layout. I decided to do a 2-story Wendy's. And I'm thinking right here can be like the patio action, and the second story can be like the dining, while down here is the kitchen, the registers, bathrooms. So this is what a Wendy's looks like. It seems like the main colors are just like, ooh, I might do this one. This one looks nice. But it seems like the main colors is just black, red, white, and a little bit of some wood plank action there. I'm low-key kind of liking how modern style is. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the roof here, which we'll just use flat roof, and then we'll kind of like lift it up a little bit and just extend it out, and then we'll pretty much copy this at the bottom here. So I was thinking for the roof, we can probably do just some good old concrete, and then it also looks like around here possibly concrete as well. So we'll make this a lighter shade of concrete, and then at the bottom here we can possibly do some wood action, and then make the rest of this concrete. And then we can't forget about the roof up here, which I'm gonna make this out of stone, and then around it can be concrete. We can just add some commercial windows along the side here, and then we can do these 2 commercial double doors, and then we can also make these black as well. And then of course at the top here we're gonna add some more commercial windows, since this is the dining area, and since this is a patio spot, we can just add the door right here, and then we can just slap down some basic railings so no one decides to fly off. And maybe some good old small hedge action. Honestly, I feel like that looks better than just the fence. Of course, we're gonna need a sidewalk, so we'll just extend this roof out a little bit, and then we're also going to need room for some parking spots as well. And I also saw that Wendy's has a drive-through, so we'll also be putting a drive-through here as well. We'll just go ahead and make this out of concrete, as well as the parking lot. We can do this simple metal gate to keep in the vehicles. We can go ahead and add our plain marking, as well as our speed bumps. We also can't forget about the commercial window. I'm gonna put it right here because the inside, the ordering station is kind of small. And now we can add our little intercom for the drive-through, which of course I'm just doing 2 basic shapes that are smooth cubes. And then we can add some bushes here on the side to make it stand out a little bit. Not too shabby, not too shabby. You guys, you know what I forgot? Take a guess. The freaking decals. Okay, I'm doing that at the end. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Of course, we need our little intercom. We can just maybe add one. Let's try 1 neon light above here. What do we say? Or should we just go all out? Let's just do 1. Yeah, let's just do 1. No, I can't. Why is it going inside? And then later I'll just put the decals on because I keep forgetting. This kind of looks like the Dunkin'. But it's different because I'm having upstairs dining. So it's different, And then we can just probably, I don't want to make the same mistake. That's a problem. We'll just add some pillars. What if we make them black? That looks stupid. I don't think so. Having like black pillars along here. Okay, does that look stupid? I don't think it looks stupid. It needs to be more space. That looks better. Yeah. Okay. I know I've been doing the little roof thing for the past couple videos, but I'm not doing it this time. I feel like the shell of the Wendy's is done. So shall we start on the inside? I went ahead and put the stairs because from incidents before, I forget that it's usually 2-story. Oh my, I always do this. I can't do this. Oh my gosh. Where will you put the stairs? I forgot it's 2-story. Oh. I'm just gonna make the bathroom and the dining room the same flooring. I feel like this color would look nice in here. I am going to use the same material from the outside as of in the inside because I'm basic.
Calling all the basic, there's a new announcement. You're basic.
Maybe we can try doing smooth rock. Smooth rock would look good in here. And we could possibly make this concrete. It is on the outside, but we add wall trims. I think that looks good. Keeps the aesthetic going. Like I said, this is supposed to be a modern build, so it's supposed to look like Batman created this place. For the bathroom, we can just make this the same, kind of as the checkout area. Oh wait, guys, how are they supposed to go into the bathrooms? We're gonna scoot these on this side because as soon as you walk in, you can go up to the dining if you're like trying to see someone. That actually bothers me a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I feel like that looks better because you're not straight into the freaking stairs. Like, what?
And my head hit the wall. Boom.
And maybe for the steps. Ooh, that looks kind of good. Or should I actually make it match? I think that looks good. And then we can do black railing, and maybe we can add a little bit of touch of red in here. Or like, you know, it's Wendy's though. Oh, that made me like remember something. Where am I supposed to put the logo? Okay, wait. Just add a big sign on the top here that literally says Wendy's. Nuts hit your face. Okay.
You know what? No, I am gonna leave.
I feel like these doors just fit well. I'm gonna go ahead and also pretty much do what I did to the bottom here to the top, so I don't forget and I'm just not like, oh wait, this isn't right, because that's something I would do. And maybe back here we can add a different wall texture, so it's like not all basic and boring. Then we can go ahead and add the second floor. Okay, wait. Pure focus right now. Then we can just add another fence in this corner. I'm gonna make this black and red so we can match the staircase. Nice. Nice. So let's start on the bathrooms, and I'm just gonna make these individual stalls. This is so small. Just kidding. I'm not doing that. I didn't realize how small this was. We're just gonna put 2 bathrooms in here. I had no idea how small this was until I actually looked. Yikes. And we can place these doors for the stalls. And then the counters, we can use these stylish counters. And then we can add like an elegant sink. And I feel like this Wendy's would have like its own individual mirror. And of course, a soap dispenser on each side. And maybe even some hand dryers on each side as well. Ooh, and then for the lighting, what if we add these like industrial pendants right here for the lighting? Do you know how cute that would be? Like just 2 smack there in the middle, and then we can resize it. That literally looks so cute. What? I'll just place like a small little trash bin right here. And what if we just do this little elegant plant? I feel like that would look cute. And then we can just add some frames along this wall here. And then we can just add some toilets along with some toilet paper. Okay, now that the bathrooms are done, let's go ahead and start on the ordering area. Let's first start off on the counters. I don't know why. I kind of want to incorporate some stone as the counter. Is that dumb? I feel like this looks good. I was thinking we can probably add like ordering stations like right here and make it the same texture as the drive-thru. Slap a painting on that and resize it. And maybe we can have another one of these right here. Oh, no. Let's put one underneath the staircase. You know, it would look actually so good. Pillars. Would it not look good? Because it's a staircase underneath that. Like, okay, we're gonna ignore that. I think that looks so good though. I feel like the ordering station is pretty much completed. So let's go ahead and work on the registers. We can do like 2 registers. We can add like a tray with some food bags, and then we can copy some over here. And this area can be like more trays that are ready to be taken out. We're also going to need a place for the menu to be presented. So I'm just gonna take this basic shape, lift it up into the air, and then this can be where the menu will sit at. All right, now that I feel like the registers are done, let's move on to the drive-thru. The drive-thru is going to need a counter along with a register, and then we can add some of these bags over here and then an office chair. Now for the drink station, obviously we are going to need a fountain machine and a slushy machine. I think. I don't know if they sell slushies or not. I've only been to Wendy's once. Add an ice cream machine right there, as well as some cups. Okay, as for the kitchen's gonna be kind of small. So since the ice cream machine's right there, we can place the fridge. The grill can go here, especially a couple of fryers right next to that. We can add the sink in this corner and then possibly some trays. And then here in the middle, an ingredient counter. Then we can place a tray like right next to it, and then a garbage can. Then we can place some more counters right here in the corner here. I feel like this needs to be moved, so we can put these here. There we go. That looks a lot better. Bro, where's the oven gonna go? Oh no. Okay, don't freak out. We'll just slide these over. We need an oven, bro. We need an oven. And then we can place a counter. There we go. Okay, I think that looks good. There we go. That looks really good now. And then we can just add like a little food warmer. Now, obviously, we're gonna need some trays for the tray racks, and we can just paint these red to give off that windy vibe. Then we're gonna need some utensil racks, maybe even some oil. Maybe in the middle here we can place like a little spice rack. Then we're obviously gonna need some jars, and then we can add some like clutter from the dishes. We can also place some down here. Ooh, I should probably change these trays. That looks good. Okay, I think the kitchen is completed. Obviously I need to add the logo of here, but I didn't do the decals because I'm stupid. I think we should go ahead and start on the upstairs. I was thinking this area could be like a lounge area. So we can like add some sofas so we can place a console table and just a small little television. And then as for the actual sofas, we'll just do like a mixture of like gray and black. And since it is a restaurant, we're not gonna add a whole bunch of pillows, just enough to look good. Then we can just add some plants and probably a carpet. And I really feel like a coffee table will look really nice here in the center. And we can just add a candle right here in the middle of that. For the actual dining room, we're gonna use these restaurant tables and we're gonna place like the restaurant chairs all around it. And I feel like it should be black and red. And then we can add like ketchup bottle and then some napkins. And I'm probably gonna put a few, just kind of scatter them here and there. And then we can place some more plants here in the corners. And to make it a tad more realistic, we can also add some trays up here, and then we can add some like paintings for like advertisement. Now that the dining and lounge area is finished, let's start on this patio. I'm gonna copy a table or two from the inside and copy it out here, and then we can add like a pillar in this corner here. And I feel like adding just like fairy lights. Oh, what is that? Why is it hanging so low? Okay, let's try these string lights. Oh yeah. What? Where'd it go? I just spent $750 and you tell me it's gone. Oh, the roof was off. You guys, the roof was off. I'm actually dumb. Oh, that looks pretty. Then we can add a trash can right outside. Nice. Okay. Look, a good old plant right here. Would look good. And more of these plants to cover up this pole. I actually feel like it's complete. I just need to add like the rest of the lighting. So I'll be right back. Now that the Wendy's is complete, let's take a tour. So here's the outside of the Wendy's. Not much going on here. It's a very modern style, but I really like how it came out. And then over here is the drive-thru. And if you keep going, oh my. Okay, when you keep going, you'll just enter the drive-thru area. Now when you enter the building, you're introduced with like a self-checkout station. And here's the ordering station where you can order your food, look at the menu, and then of course here are the bathrooms. They are literally the same. Everything's mirrored. Of course, the toilet right here. And if you go over the counter here, you'll see the drive-thru station along with the drink station. And here's the kitchen where all the burgers and nuggets Wendy's makes. Then if you go up these stairs, you'll enter the lounge / dining room where you watch TV, and then of course all the posters of advertising their Wendy's, along with the tables with all the condiments and napkins. And then if you walk out here is the little patio. If you turn it to nighttime, it looks really cool. I think my favorite part of the restaurant is probably the outside patio dining. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Voxel out.